Welcome back to Badass Tarot 2 Oracle, Oshun Ajay. And we are on the mid-month love reading for the Leo fire sign. Okay? And this is, going forward after we've crossed through the Lionsgate portal. Okay, on August 8th, we're going to look back into everyone's situation to see how everyone is faring once, since we've, had this shift. Okay, so we're going to look at the Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, fire sign. Spirit, what messages or guidance do we have for the Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That was too many cards, Leo. Spirit, make it clear. What messages do we have for the Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I can feel someone on the way to my house, you guys. So, just letting y'all know. That's why I'm a little bit distracted, but okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what messages do we have for the Leo going forward in the month of August? This is your month, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what do we have for Leo in the way, by the way of messages, guidance, or warnings? Spirit, what messages do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, this keeps trying to come out. Okay, so I'm just going to read them. They were trying to come out as so basically I'm just going to read the cards, okay, because they kept trying to come out as a big stack, so I'm just taking it. You guys have the Hermit card, okay, so it looks like coming through the portal you were kind of withdrawn and kind of to yourself, and it feels like that wasn't such a bad thing. You were going through a transformation with the Death card, Leo, okay, so you took this time to withdraw. You're going through a transformation. We have the Eight of Pentacles inverted, okay? So that it looks like you were trying to get your finances together, okay? Or maybe a vacation from work, okay? This may have been a vacation because this is inverted, okay? So it looks like you just stopped working, okay? That's what this is looking like. Not so much working, but it's like you were taking time to yourself because you were going through this transformation. You were fully trying to feel and fully feeling this transformation, the Two of Cups, okay? So it looks like you may have taken this time to work on your relationship, Leo. Let me see. So you withdrew to go through this transformation. You even withdrew from the things that you were doing as far as work. So it looks like to focus on your relationship, which is a good thing, okay? We had the King of Swords inverted, okay? So you stopped working. You stopped, you basically were taking this time to be still, Leo, which I'm kind of feeling like was a good thing, okay? You have the Queen of Cups inverted. I'm feeling like you may have been dealing with, or it looks like you may have just withdrew from, I don't know if you withdrew from this water sign, okay? The mother of your children, or someone that you have children by. It may be a water sign. I feel like some of y'all kind of withdrew from her. You withdrew from a lot of things, okay? But it was a good thing, okay? Because during this time you were being counseled. You were receiving the downloads that you were supposed to be receiving from the universe. You were receiving the teachings and the information that was coming through this portal, you guys. It's a good thing. And it looks like you have the Seven of Cups, which means that you're able to, you're kind of in like a fantasy world right now, okay? And it feels like you came through this portal knowing what you need to do. You kind of withdrew from things. You were trying to get into your spirit. I see you even withdrawing from relationships, baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you may be dealing with a water sign. And I feel that water sign real strongly in your reading, so they're still there. That water sign presence is still there, and it feels like this is someone you have children by, okay? But it looks like that you have been receiving the downloads correctly, Leo, and because of, again, this is your month, okay? It looks like you've been receiving the downloads correctly. It looks like you have you've been getting them, but I don't think you're fully integrating them correctly. But it looks like right now you're just enjoying what's happening. You feel the change. Some of the change that you think you're feeling is in your mind, though. You know what I'm saying? You're adding to it. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of like in a fantasy world, and you are getting some of the things that you want, Leo. You will be getting some of the things that you want, but then once you get them, you're not going to be satisfied. So you're being called to continue to grow, to think bigger, to create bigger and better things. But I feel like you're in the right place for that to happen, because you did a lot of the correct things that you needed to do going through this portal, or maybe it was just natural for you to do these things, okay? But you got a lot of major, good messages in here as far as, the withdrawing and the transformation, which was what we all kind of needed to do going through this portal, okay? And then you withdrew from work. You worked on your relationship. You were focused on your relationship. But it also looks like you withdrew from something else. So maybe, I don't know if you were dealing with another person, but it feels like you walked away from someone else. Like, I don't feel like you were dealing with this person. I feel like this is like the mother of your children or something, or like somebody else, like someone you used to be in a relationship with, or someone you share children with, okay? You kind of walked away from that because it was causing trouble in your relationship, okay? And so you began to get the downloads and the information to come in. The transformation began to happen, but what's happening is you are creating things from like your ego, okay? So you have the ability to create. You got the information from the realm of the ancestors, but the things that you're creating are not going to be satisfactory to you, because you're creating from a very shallow level. So you're being cautioned to come from a deeper place with it. And the message from Spirit that you got is you are too proud, okay? And this is not a proud of like you can't go apologize to somebody or something like that. This is a proud of where you're creating from your ego. The pride basically represents the ego. And so it looks like you came through the portal and you did what you needed to do, whether you were doing this out of knowing that you needed to do this or it just naturally happened. You did do what you needed to do. Is basically you withdrew, you went into yourself, you focused on your relationship, you withdrew from things that you didn't need, you received the guidance. But now that you're here on the other side, Leo, you need to just reach for bigger and better things. You need to raise the bar, okay? Reach for bigger and better things, because you're creating from your ego, okay? So this is not so much of a bad thing, because you've done most of what you needed to do to get through this portal intact. So now that you're here, Spirit is just saying, create from a deeper place within yourself. So cultivate that relationship with your spirit guides, and your own internal spirit, so that the things that you create, because you will be able to create even from the ego, okay? But the things that you create, we want them to be satisfactory to you. We want you to be happy in your spirit about it, in your soul, okay? So the things that you're creating now is probably material things and things that are like short-lived, and it's not really filling your soul. So your message from Spirit is to create from a deeper place within yourself, Leo, okay? I'm the Oracle, Oshun Ajay. This is Badass Tarot 2. Peace.